Let's talk about branding. You mentioned branding. How do you build a successful brand? Because you have to, for what you're doing.
Absolutely.
I would say for almost every business, the dream scenario is you build a brand. Nike is not worth their billion-dollar valuation because they make shoes from China. Don't get me wrong, they're great shoes. Same with Adidas, right? Mm-hmm. But they do it because of the brand. The swoosh
Absolutely.
is where the value is. Coca-Cola is it's their recipe, but it's the Coca-Cola brand. So you're building a brand.
I am.
What is the hardest part about building a brand? What are some things like advice, like, oh, we blew it when we were doing this, building our brand. This is what you need to avoid. This is what you should do. A lot of people out there have companies, they don't have brands.
The hardest part is figuring out your core values and sticking to it. And it's not easy to stick to it because there's always an easy buck to be made. I mean,
Yeah.
I get pitched at least once a month, if not more often, on taking Hestia tobacco and distilling it into some kind of e-juice for an e-cigarette or this or that. And I mean, there's nothing really pure about that. There's not an organic experience. And so, and there's a lot of quick money to be made there.
So that devalues the brand.
Right, and so you figure out what you stand for, and obviously we just stand for pure, authentic tobacco, you know, as pure, as best as we can make it.
Yeah.
And that means you can't cut any corners, so you can't take the easy money. And there are those core values, and you stick to them, and you hammer them home, and you make sure that your customers know them and resonate with them, and they'll find you. I think there are folks in this country and around the world who just want, you know, look, they choose to use tobacco, and then they choose to enjoy it, and we give them the best possible product.